In this video, I'm going to answer a bunch of questions that I've received about CML, such as how to export topologies and import them into CML. Some people have had problems exporting the topology as well as the configuration. So I'm going to show you how to export both the topology as well as the configurations in this video. Now in this part of the video, I'm going to show you how to export and import topologies as well as the configurations of network devices. In this topology, I've got 3 devices. I've got 2 Cisco routers and a Cisco switch. Router 1 is on the left. So show run as an example will show me the configuration of this device. You can see the loopback interface is configured as 1111 IP address on the gigabit Ethernet interface. I'm also running OSPF. This router can ping the IP address of router 2 with IP address 10.112, and I can ping the loopback of router 2. So this is router 2. Show run. We can see loopback IP address, physical Ethernet interface, and this router is also running OSPF. The switch doesn't really have much configuration. All I've done on the switch is give the switch a name. So show IP interface brief shows the physical interfaces, no SVIs or virtual switch interfaces have been created. Now what I might want to do actually is change this to switch 1. And on the router, this is router 1, this is router 2. So I've changed the device names through the GUI, and I've also changed the device names through the CLI. So let's export the topology. So on the right-hand side here, I can click Download Lab to download the lab. A YAML file is downloaded, and this is what it looks like. So we can see the lab, description, notes, timestamp, title, version. We can see the nodes. Notice the label is S1. It's an IOS V layer 2 switch. The configuration is still showing this here because on that device, under Edit Config, we've got hostname set to this. So scrolling down as an example, here's router 1. It's an IOS V device. We can see loopback and physical interfaces. Same for IOS V layer 2, but the label is R2, but notice there's no configuration. So if I go back to Lab Manager and import lab and browse to that file. So I'm going to click on Basic Lab YAML and upload that topology to CML and then go to the lab. I have that lab now added to my topology. So under Lab Manager, I've got my basic lab, that's the original lab, and then I've got this basic lab YAML. The problem with doing that is I do have the devices in the topology, so R1, S1, R2, but there's no configuration. No configuration has been uploaded. All I have is the lab. So as an example, if I go to switch 1 and the console, once this boots up, you'll notice that there's no configuration because going back to that YAML file, there's no configuration here. So I get a new lab basically with no configuration. So I'll auto size the column so we get all the columns here. Press return to get started. Now it does take a while to boot up initially. The routers take even longer. That's just normal behavior. We can see that interfaces are coming up. Now, I don't know if you can hear this, but my Mac is making a lot of noise. This CML server is running locally on my Mac. Notice the name is insert hostname here. That came from this configuration. So the name has been lost. And if I look on the routers, you'll see that these routers will have no configuration. So notice I see the initial configuration dialog on router 1 as an example, and I'll see something similar on router 2. All the configuration has been lost. Okay, so what I'll do is stop this lab. I don't need those devices running. So that's the first situation where you just export the topology, but you don't export the configuration. Now, for most of us, we probably want to export the entire configuration. So the process to add the configurations to your lab is to click on your lab. So this is my original lab where I've got the configurations. So as an example, show IP interface brief shows me the IP address of router 1, and I can ping router 2 as an example. But if I go to edit config, you've got this option, update configuration from a device. And that will update the configuration from your device. So notice this is a copy of the running configuration. Current config is this. What I'll do is make a change on the router right now so that we can see the change. So let's create another loopback. So current interfaces on the router are gigabit is 0 to 3 and interface loopback 0. So I'll create another loopback 1. And let's just give it some random address like this. And then I'll go to edit config, update configuration from the device. Notice the time was originally this, 11:20. This configuration has a loopback of 0 and the gigabit interfaces with OSPF, but not that new loopback. But once it refreshes, notice I have an additional loopback interface. So it's taking this from the running configuration of the device, not the startup configuration. The startup configuration on this device doesn't have loopback 1, but the running configuration does. So you can see that CML has changed the output here to show the full configuration in one go. But notice loopback 1 with that IP address exists. If I go to router 2, open config, show IP interface brief, I've got loopback 0 with this IP address, edit config, update configuration. You'll notice that the configuration change was made at 11:16 and we have loopback 0 with that IP address. But again, if I created another loopback interface, so interface loopback 1, IP address, let's make it 4. And I won't save the configuration. Go to edit configuration. Doesn't have that at the moment. Click update configuration from device. You'll notice the timestamp has changed, and scrolling down, we have an additional loopback interface. Okay, but the important piece is how do I export this? So once again, I'll click download a lab from the menu. I've got another YAML file, and when I click on that, you'll notice the difference now. We've got switch 1, and here's the running configuration of that device. I didn't change much except the switch name. Everything else is basically defaulted. But on router 1, notice we have the configuration, including both loopbacks. So loopback 0 and loopback 1. Gigabit 00 interface, as well as the OSPF configuration. Same for router 2, full configuration is there. So back in CML, if I go to Lab Manager, import lab, browse and open the second YAML file and click upload to topology, and then click go to lab. You'll see the topology exists now. If I click on router 1, edit config, notice there is the configuration, including the loopback interfaces. So the configuration has now been uploaded. If I start this lab, these devices will boot up with their configurations. Okay, so the router has booted up. And notice it says router 1, enable, show IP interface brief. My computer is running quite slowly because these devices are booting up, but notice it's restored the IP addresses of the physical interface as well as the loopback interfaces. Show IP protocols. We can see that OSPF has been enabled. So my OSPF configuration has been restored. Can I ping router 2? Yes, I can. Show IP route. Am I learning about the loopbacks on router 2? Yes, I am. There's loopback 0 on router 2. Here's loopback 1 on router 2. So I should be able to ping the first loopback on router 2 as well as the second loopback, and I can. So in this video, I showed you how to export topologies within CML, as well as how to export topologies and the configurations, and then restore those topologies within CML. This video has got too long, so I'll talk about some of the other questions in subsequent videos. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please click on the bell to get notifications. I'm David Bombal. I want to wish you all the very best.